Your business isn't growing because your results are shit, and that's a hard truth. And I only actually discovered this when things changed for us and we started having amazing results, and I saw what it did to our business. So I want to share some of the things that I've learned along the way. And to give you some context, we started building AI sales solutions about 2 years ago for businesses, mainly on Instagram, but also on other platforms. The issue was, for most of the clients that we had, there was no measurable ROI in what we were doing, meaning we may have kept some of them because we alleviated another pain points such as having a human team, etc., but we weren't able to keep all of them because the results didn't speak for themselves. And when the results don't speak for themselves, there's a ton of pressure on you to somehow add additional things to your service to compensate for the lack of ROI. And that was the position that we were in for the longest amount of time. And the problems that that creates are twofold. Clients cancel, you don't get as much word of mouth, and the other aspect that is massively neglected if you have shit results is that it affects your sales psychology. When you're pitching your service to someone, you don't have as much conviction in it as you would have to actually close as many deals as possible. When you know that your service is a 50-50 shot of maybe working out, or when you know that there's no measurable ROI in a lot of the things that you've built, it just becomes incredibly hard to be convinced of the thing that you're selling. And this is especially relevant in the AI space. When you're building things with AI, especially 2 years ago when we started, nobody did that stuff, right? Nobody was building AI for Instagram, right? We were one of the first to do that and one of the first to integrate it in there and one of the first to try selling it as a service, which comes with its ups and downsides. You're at the forefront of innovation, but also you're having to prove that something actually works. You're having to prove the concept. And the ironic part is, to get to this end goal of having all these client results and crushing it for your clients and making them more money and having them be happy and love you and working with great people, the only way you can get to that point is by going through the shit phase of having no results, persisting until you sort of crack the formula on what makes the system or the product that you're trying to sell successful. And only by having the shit results can you have the great results. So persisting throughout that phase has been something that served us incredibly well. Now let me tell you when that switch actually flipped. When we went from, okay, it kind of has an ROI, but not really, to this has an ROI. It's measurable and the client results speak for themselves. And that shift really happened when we started focusing in on one avatar and one offer. We used to do all kinds of automation projects. You have a website form in HubSpot which collects Facebook ad leads, and then you want to message them on WhatsApp and call them on the phone. Sure, we'll build it for you. Now we don't do that stuff anymore. We will not take projects that we don't know can deliver an ROI. So what we did is we ended dialing in all in on Instagram. The only thing we do, and we do it the best, is automating Instagram DMs and automating the sales process on Instagram with AI and data. And only when we made that switch and we went all in on one thing were we able to use our entire focus and brain power to actually build the things around the actual service, such as tracking and data, to be able to dial in the results. And now the end result is we have a client who booked 1,200 sales calls over the course of 31 days. We have another client who went from 30K to now hitting 100K for the first time this month. We have clients doing hundreds of thousands of dollars per month who trust us with our solution because we are so confident and we have so much conviction in what we're doing. And that only occurred because we dialed in fully on one specific use case, one specific avatar. And now we say, if you're not a coach, consultant, or an info product owner selling through DMs on Instagram, we will not work with you. We are not the right partner for you because we are 100% confident in this, but we may not be 100% confident in doing a voice calling system synced to SMS and all these different CRMs. We don't want to touch it. We're not confident in it. And that's a big lesson that you can take into whatever business you run. If you run a coaching business, if you run an AI agency, by dialing in on one specific thing where you see, okay, this has a promise. Maybe there's no measurable ROI yet, but it's very promising. And I can make it a measurable ROI if I would just go all in on this one solution. If you have something that comes to mind when I say this, go all in on that one solution. It's going to change your life. And let me tell you about how it is working with clients and signing new clients and onboarding new clients. When you have that conviction and you have the results to back it up, it's an entirely different playing field. Any situation that gets thrown at me, I've seen it before. Boom. Okay, this is how we solve it. Okay, this is how we handle that situation. Anything that comes my way, I am now equipped to handle because I've done this so many times for one specific use case that I just know what works. And if it doesn't work on the first try, I know what we need to tweak and adjust to make it work on the second or third try. It's not a matter of if it works, it's a matter of when it works. Some clients may come on board and it works immediately. Some clients, it may take a month or two. But if you have that conviction, you can relay that conviction to your clients as well and be like, hey, I've seen this at least 100 times. I know exactly what we need to do as our next steps. And if we simply follow these steps, I can guarantee you that you're going to have results such as these clients have right here. So I just wanted to share that lesson with you really quickly. I hope you have a blessed day. If you need someone to help build out AI for your Instagram DMs, the link's going to be down below in the description to schedule in a call. With that being said, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in the future.